The 2025 Jacks Linked 500 from Talladega Super Speedway in Sweet Home, Alabama. Let's go through the 5 things that we learned, the 5 main highlights from this Sunday's NASCAR Cup Series event. So, there was a pretty big wreck after just 18 laps, but the real scary crash in the first stage was that involving Chris Bell. Thankfully, Christopher Bell is okay, but he took a big old whack going into the barriers. He was getting pushed by Denny Hamlin, trying to go for the lead of the race, and unfortunately he spun out, lost control. He took Chris Buescher with him as well. Buescher, of course, going for the lead at that point. I think he actually held the lead at that point actually as well. Both of them out of the race, but thankfully, like I said, they're okay. That's the main thing. A big impact, a huge frontal impact at what must have been about 150 miles an hour in the barriers, if not even more than that. In the end of stage 1, it was Kyle Larson against Bubba Wallace for the win. Wallace tried to block Larson, but Larson just had enough alongside him to prevent him from doing so. Larson getting the win in stage 2 thanks to a big push from Stenhouse behind him. Stage 2, though, Wallace came back to win this one, even in the score between those two effectively at that point. So a stage win for Wallace. But who won the race outright? Well, it was none other than Austin Cindric, and he booked his place in the playoffs as a result of this. It was a real battle. It was a photo finish across the line between him and Ryan Preece for the victory. Huge deal for Cindric to make the playoffs for 2 years consecutively. Great job by him. But in the end, it was not a close win, really, because the 5th thing that we learned, the final thing that we learned, is that Ryan Preece was disqualified post-race. Him and Joey Logano both disqualified post-race. Why was this? Well, it was because of spoiler violations. Their spoilers on their cars did not meet the technical regulations of NASCAR after some post-race scrutineering. I'll be doing a video going more in depth as to why that actually is the case, why they've been disqualified for this, go into the nitty-gritty of the actual technical regulations. Do check out that video, which will also be out on Motorsport Reports, just like this one. Yeah, real disappointing for Preece and Logano, both with top 5 finishes, and because of that, they are out of the race. They get no points for this race. They're disqualified for it. I'll be surprised if they end up protesting this, but we'll bring you any developments as they come. These highlights are actually quite brief compared to normal. That's mainly because the highlights on Fox are also quite brief. I've heard a few people complaining about the absolute abundance of commercial breaks during the race and action, so there actually wasn't that much to see on your screens, which is a real shame if that is the case watching it live over at Talladega. You know, one of the bastions, one of the cathedrals of NASCAR, one of the highlight events of the calendar, really. To see that is pretty disappointing, but hey ho, we'll still be here on the channel to bring you all the highlights and the main talking points. What do you think about this race, guys? Were the commercial breaks as bad as what people are making out over in the US of A? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and yeah, we'll see you soon for some more NASCAR content. And like I said, we'll explain those disqualifications in a separate video in more detail as well. So yeah, see you soon, guys. Have a great day wherever you are in the world today.